Hey, hey, hey. What's up, my good peoples? It's your girl, Coach Tressa. Welcome to my Convicted to Grow YouTube channel. Listen, I am so glad you are here. Why? Because on the channel, we also have the Convicted to Grow podcast. And listen, we are in season 2. So get ready, get ready, get ready. Why? Because this season is going to be different. It's a new season, new conversations, but real growth. Okay. Last season, we did a lot of interviews, but this season, we're going to really have true conversations as it talks about growth. See, no one talks about growth behind the scenes. And here's the thing, it's more than the wins. It's behind the scenes, the work. It's more than the destination. It's the journey. It's the growth that no one sees behind the scenes that you are doing, what it takes to rebuild after setbacks, what it takes to enter a new season, finding yourself, rediscovering who you are in this chapter of yours. And so I'm super excited because let me tell you something. I always say, listen, I'm not an expert in this lane when it comes to the podcasting world, but guess what? Y'all gonna grow with me as we go through this thing, okay? And with that being said, please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. And I can't wait for you guys to take this journey with me for season 2. Now, what to expect on this YouTube channel? Yes, you're going to get the podcast, but you're going to also get other things such as daily inspiration from my shorts. I'm going to be doing behind the scenes and really showing y'all what it takes to really navigate this life, navigate work, life with harmony, and not to mention how to thrive without burnout. Okay, that's a whole nother story. So with that being said, watch me, watch the guests, follow us, support us, and I love you. Mwah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Girl, I said, damn, how long was his intro? I'm like, okay. Like, how long is this intro? Look, girl, I'm trying to do something like, hey.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm just like, okay, so I'm like, okay.
But what's crazy? Wait a minute, hold on, real quick. Why you off use girl? That's another story. I see she over there doing arts and crafts, girl. You just a cut and doing it.
I didn't realize. You know me. I'm always multitasking, but when I looked down, it said you're in the show. I was like, oh, I was like everything I was just doing. I don't know. Well, it was nothing bad, so that's a good thing. You're muted.
See, this is what happens when you lie. And scene. What up, my great peoples. Welcome to another episode of the Convicted to Grow podcast. I'm your girl, Coach Tressa, and y'all, I am super excited because this is season 2. Your girl took a break, okay? That's a whole nother solo episode by itself, okay? But I just wanted to say we are back. We've had time to reflect. We've had time to recharge. We had time to grow because there's a lot of things about growth that happens behind the scenes that no one knows about. So this season, y'all, it's a new journey. And so I'm super excited because we are live and I want to welcome this next lady of the hour, okay? She is, and we're gonna go look. I said, oh, I don't have the bio, but she is a confidence and identity coach. She helps women shift their self-perception and stop shrinking. One of the things that I love about my next guest is that I have got a chance to witness her growth, witness her. Me and her been knowing each other for the last, oh my gosh, like over a year, like maybe about 15 months. She's in my community. So to get to see her flourish and do all the things that God has called her to be in this season. And not only that, she got a birthday coming up next week. So I was like, hey. So I told her this morning, look, I need your energy. Yeah, I'm energy in the morning. So help me welcome none other than Miss Persephone Saxton. Hey,
Hey
girl.
everyone, it's Coach P. It's your girl, Coach P. No other than me. And of course, the name fits perfectly, Persephone. You will not find that name everywhere. So yeah, so the one and only.
The one and only. I said Persephone. What's the origin of your name?
Well, the origin of Persephone is like the Greek goddess of the underworld. So I guess I was told my aunt was in college at the time, so I was the lucky one out of all my cousins. I'm the one with this long name that's different, but it's unique. So it's it's about the Greek goddess of the underworld, and 6 months out of the year she was underground, and then 6 months out of the year she was above. So it's a it goes deeper because it talks about the transformation during the darkest times and being underground. Persephone just kept being, she didn't give up. She just kept going. And it's like, and then when it was 6 months, usually when spring and summer gets ready to come, that's when she blossomed. That's when she's above ground. It's daylight time, but the underground, 6 months out of the year, was a dark period. But through all of that, and that's why it resonates with me so well, because I go through dark periods in my life, have been through dark periods in my life, but I always kept going. I didn't let it stop me, no matter what it was. I may not liked it, but I just kept, striving. So it's just that connection with just being persistent and striving and not giving up. So yeah, there's just a deeper insight of it all, but that's the gist of it.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And listen, if you are just now joining, thank you for joining the season 2 live premiere. And real quick, before we get into the nitty gritty, let me just give a quick few shout outs for those who are joining us live. We got Mr. Ramsey, Miss Carla Shelton, Miss Jessica Honey Adilla Butler. We got Miss Tiffany Evans,
Yes.
Lady Elect Ashley, and we got Dr. Fab, Felicia Alexander Branch, as well as who is and Miss Candace Wilson. So thank you for joining us. Okay. So with that being said, what I wanted to really discuss today, because with this being my first pretty much coming back onto the YouTube scene, is like there was a lot of growth behind the scenes. And that a lot of people don't even know about. Yeah, I took a 6 month break. Like I literally when they say take 6 months off and work on you, I'm like, I never do that. And guess what I did? I worked on me. But um it's so fitting to even have you in this first episode with me, because one of the things, which I know I'm gonna let you introduce and give a little bit more detail about yourself, but one of the things that you have talked about before is the awareness, right? And that is truly the first step of transformation, awareness, acknowledging where you're currently at, your setback, and all the things. And so I was like, well, come on, let's have a conversation, because in this season we're doing more conversations versus interview style. And I was like, yeah, we need to talk about this. And I want us to share our journey, like our journey in the last 6 months and 12 months, and kind of what we've learned, what we're doing, and all the things. And so before I get to the first question, give the viewers and the listeners a little bit about you, where you're from, and all the good things you want to share.
Well, again, I'm Coach. I say Coach P, but I'm originally a Jersey girl, born and raised, and I reside in Pennsylvania for the past like 10 plus years. Um, my journey has been quite interesting. I have a master's degree in human behavior, and I've been in the mental health field for quite some time. Always been in that circle of helping people, being that listening ear, just being that go-to person, just for anyone that needed that support. I currently I am a school-based behavioral health worker, and I love working with kids. So for me, it was the thing where what better way is to just use what you like doing to help others. And that came from years way back with just me as, my stories, became a young mom at the age of 15. And that's something that, um, I was, I guess I was being hot pants, but, but it was just me always in that position to just go and make sure that I provided and strive for my kids no matter what. So it was always me being in that survival mode and just being that protective mama bear type of thing. So it just resonates with me to just be able to have that connection, to just speak with someone and just be able to touch others. And then with your own personal transitions in your life, I always say I'm a walking billboard of my own testimony. And what better way to share what you love doing and to help connect with other people, just letting them see that no one's perfect, but it just all starts at just starting. That's the main point, just starting. And then the awareness piece of it all just brings it all into a bigger perspective in a way of looking at, hey, I'm not perfect, but you need to know what it is that's really holding you back. What's making you feel like I can't do it? I don't deserve this. Because we all deserve happiness. And whatever I feel, whatever comes in that envision in your mind, that's what's there. That's there for a reason. So it's just me just being truly authentic and just being myself and just going with the flow.
Look, that part, as we would say, going with the flow. Wow. Um, and because we're talking about the awareness, why do you believe it's the first step towards transformation?
Well, for me, speaking from my own personal standpoint, from allowing um, imperfections and things that I had no control of hold me back, then I didn't know. So for those that don't know, I was born with a weak muscle in my right eye, and I allowed that to define me. Where I didn't want to show up on a social platform, I wouldn't even be on taking pictures, laughing, joking, social engagements, everything. I avoided it because I felt that people would look and notice my eye before they noticed who the real Persephone was. So, but that was a more of an internal negative thought that I had for myself because no matter what, people still took into me. But again, I wasn't aware of that. So the awareness piece really helped me to see that you're not perfect, but you have to stop allowing things that to define who you are. That situation with my right eye, it didn't define, I let it define me. But when I decide like no more, this doesn't stop Persephone from being fun, being energetic, being that go-to person. So it's like people saw more in me that I didn't see in myself. And that's a big piece when it comes to awareness. You have to see it within yourself first, not looking for it to see it through everyone else. Because when you allow it to be seen through other people, that's when you find yourself, limiting beliefs, people pleasing, just being that go-to person for everyone else. So it really resonated with me when I seen that. It's like I'm in a dark room, just trying to find my way, and it just wasn't happening. So the big piece was that awareness piece was just defining what it is within you, what's holding you back, what's stopping you from feeling that, you got it in you. It's already there. We just choose to just stay stuck. And it's not that we want to stay stuck. Some people just don't know how to go about it, but it takes a lot of effort. And people get comfortable with, a lot of us get comfortable in the comfortable zone. And because the uncomfortable zone means you got to put some effort, some time, some discipline, some consistency. That part, people would want change, but don't know it's going to take some work and some effort to make the change happen.
Yeah. I always say you can't expect results if there's no change. I mean, change is necessary. Change is for the good. And sometimes when you're going through change, when you're going through growth, it's going to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
It's going to be uncomfortable. I'll use like these plants I just bought. Don't ask me why I got a green thumb, girl. I'm feeling it. been feeling a green thumb. Don't ask me why. But bringing them, I had to repot them, right? And I ain't gonna lie, some of them are like, I don't know if they gonna last. They like, but I say that to say, like, even I'm looking at these plants as when I think about changes, they've been in a new environment. They try to adjust now. So I'm like, okay, y'all over here now. So, but when you say the awareness, when I look at like just even in these last 12 months, right? Like I had to become aware of where I was at. Like I was so busy on the autopilot, like the autopilot that I forgot to take time to smell the roses. I forgot to take time to just work on me and love me and date me and just be me and be free. I have been so used to being on autopilot that I didn't have a chance to become. And that's as an overachiever, especially in the corporate world, we tend to gotta prove and gotta perform and gotta do all these things. But once I became aware, okay, once I became aware of Tressa, hold on. And I don't know what it is. It's something about getting towards your birthday. I don't know. Do y'all feel like that? Like you get towards your birthday, you be reflecting, like, I didn't
Yes,
do it.
yeah. It's like a new chapter. So yeah, it's like a new chapter, and especially if you know you've been doing things along the way, and you see, and that's the thing too. I've learned along the way in my journey, and coming into this whole platform itself was appreciate the small wins. Like you're showing up, you're doing it. It was, if it's something that you've been wanting to do and you're actually are doing it, and the support you get from the social platform and the connections you make. I just learned, like, just enjoy the small wins, and that's huge, because a lot of us just be on go 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 go, but are you stopping to take the time to say, oh, you know what, I am doing this, I did do this. So you don't take time to pat yourself on the back.
Yeah, and it's so important because I feel like sometimes we all want the promise. We all want the promise, but we won't embrace the process. You want the promise, but you don't want to go through the process. The process is where the most work is done. The preparation is done during the process. And I had mentioned this on the content the other day. Like when you are going through this process, love it. Just embrace it. Like I embrace my daily wins. My daily win is getting up, going walking every day. That's a daily win because now I'm putting the steps in and it's helping me. So I definitely say that even for me, even this year, that's what awareness has revealed about my own self. It's just like, wow, Trusty, like you have to take time and smell the roses, but not only that, take time and enjoy life. Life is not all centered about the work. And so
Mm-hmm.
I say all that when it comes to awareness, it's in all areas, right? Being
Yes.
aware of your finances. Hello, being aware of what you eat. You want to lose weight, but you already know what you're doing. Being aware of who you connect with and who you surround yourself with. That's a big thing for me.
Big one.
I always say my assignment is in my alignment. So I
Yes.
got to be aligned with the right people with the right energy at the right time.
Mm-hmm. And,
You
and
know?
that's very, very true, because oftentimes we can say, we want this, or we want to do this, or we want to change this, but you have to really see, are you doing what you need to be doing to really flourish in that area? Even for instance, if it's like a job, why not apply for that raise? Why not apply for the job that you really want to do? And some people just don't have it within them to feel that they're confident enough to really, really do it. But it definitely involves the environment that you surround yourself with in the community, other people. Like I say, like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. I feel like it takes a platform, a village to of women to help one another. So it is a big thing. It's not something that needs to be done on its own. I can tell you that it's not something to be done on its own.
Yeah. And speaking of community, that's another thing too. When you are in this season trying to navigate life, trying to figure, you're not meant to figure it out by yourself. I
Mm-mm.
think so many of us have been, let's just say, manipulated, used, and whatever didn't work out. So now you're vulnerable. So right now you're still trying to figure out this life. But I am a strong believer when it comes to community because that community, whatever community you're in, it does help you one be aware and acknowledge, like, wow, there's other people just like me doing the same thing, and we're on the same journey.
Yes, it's a helpful thing when you're in a good community. And I mean, I was on the outside at one point before I was in your community, and in another community that I'm in. But at first, you look at it, people just feel like they don't trust people. So it's just not anything personal to the community itself. It's just things that they've dealt with in their past. So we as women, we often, I know myself, you build up that I don't want no one knowing my business. I don't trust them. I don't they probably going to want money for this, money for that, every little thing. But it's like one thing that I've learned, and this goes into within my past 6 months with 6 to 12 months, I decided to bet on myself. So I look at it as the position I'm in now, either this is going to make it better or it's not going to do anything. So basically, what have I got to lose? It's not like it's my life. So it's like betting on yourself. And when I decided to bet on myself, I started taking little steps and I just gave myself grace. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm just being my true, authentic self. This is my up and coming season and moving forward. And like I said, since I decided to bet on myself and I have the support of family members and friends, it's a good feeling. It's definitely is a good feeling. And the thing is, I learned that I have to do it for me. I had to do it for Persephone, not for my husband, my kids, or anything. I had to do it for me because I felt like I owed that to myself, because I always been pouring into everyone else and putting everyone before me. And don't get me wrong, we as women, we're just that's just us. We wear several hats. And it's not where we intentionally do that to put ourselves last, but it just becomes repetition. It's just what we do. But at some point you have to stop and smell the roses, like you said, and say, listen, do I want to keep living like this? Do I want my life to just keep a year from now? Do I want to say, well, yeah, I was going to do that. Why can't you do it? Then do it. There's communities and things that you can tap into that doesn't cost the arm and a leg. And I look at it this way: if you can sit up there and go buy Dunkin' and all this other junk food, you can afford to just do a community that's going to help. If it's going to help you and inspire you and bring the best out of you, then it's all well worth it.
Yeah. And that, like, going back, speaking of that community and awareness, like, I was aware I needed accountability, and I got in the community. Shout out to the Lions Behavior Community by Coach Nikki Saunders and the members over there. But I actually got into a community because I needed accountability. I needed that. Some of us won't hold our own selves accountable, so isn't so important. But I was also aware that, wow, Tressa, you're not behind. You are just on time. You are right on pace of where you need to go. And why I'm so big on just this growth and awareness, because I always say growth is a daily thing. Every day that you wake up, you should be wanting to be a better version than you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. You should never want to be the same. I don't expect these plants to be the same next month, next year. Growth. Matter of fact, put that in the chat. Growth is a daily thing.
Yes.
But yeah, no, that's one of the things that I feel like I've been more aware of, just being in tune. And I love the fact that you said about choosing you. Like, choosing you is necessary for the next. It's necessary. It's gotta be. And what I learned, and you can speak on this too, what I've learned these even in the last year for myself, it's important to set boundaries. Like, boundaries. I'm gonna say this again. It's okay to set boundaries. And what I also learned, when you set healthy boundaries, the people that benefited the most when you didn't have the boundaries are going to be the ones that give you hell and act like you acting different or acting funny and all the things.
Yes.
But no, you got to choose you in this season. You got to, and some people ain't gonna get it. Some people ain't gonna understand. They ain't gonna understand why you move different. They're not gonna understand. But guess what? As long as you moving correctly, and if you are spiritual and you believe in God, can't nobody trump what God said to you.
No.
Okay. Sometimes you got to shift and pivot to that next. whether it's in a new zip code, new direction, new skill set, whatever it is. Trust yourself, choose you. And that's what I've learned. Don't have unwanted noise in my ear. Let me hear from him, and what he tells me, guess what? Can't nobody trump that. So yeah.
And I usually say though, the unwanted noise is the negative inner critics that are in your ear distracting you, because it's not going to be easy, but at least you can put forth the effort into attempting to do what's for you. And the boundary piece is a big one, because you get so conditioned to just being that yes person, that yes person, that yes person. And that was an area that I struggled in uh, really bad. And it was where I was always making and pleasing everyone else. But in the end, I say yes to you, but then yet I'm still not pleased and happy with myself. It just got to a point where you have to ask yourself, do you steady want to live your life that way? And if you woke up today, okay, then it's a reason why you're still here. So the same amount of hours, minutes, seconds it is in a day, for me, it is for you. So why not make the best of your time on this earth? Because as we all know, tomorrow is never promised. So I got to the place where I say, you know what? Persephone needs to start betting on herself. We as moms, we have to stop looking at, like, I had to learn my kids, they're older. I done my part, but now, I have the joy of, being the spoiling mama of my munchkins. So I done my part, and I know that I did a good job. And, my husband and I, we hold it down. So at the same time, I had to realize, your kids is going to be your kids. You have to be for you. But that doesn't mean that I stop not loving my kids. I'm going to always love my kids. But I started out so young with having kids at 15 that I always was my son, my daughter, my son, like always, always, always. So it just came like a repeated cycle for me, because it was always me there for them. So it just got to a point where, a lot of things came along that way, that I wasn't healing myself. I was just in survival mode for my kids. So it just came to a point where I did not want to keep, not showing up for myself now that, my kids are way older and they're on their own. So it's like, they know I love them, and, and that's not going to never change. But at the same time, I just had to say, I don't want to, you should see the amazement that I have on my face. I'm like, that's me making content, girl. I look at my own pictures and smile and laugh. Okay, I'm just like, I'm my own cheerleader.
As you should.
Okay, I'm my own cheerleader. Okay, I'm gonna cheer for me first. Hey, I put the first like, it's for me. So hey,
listen. Yeah, hold on. Don't y'all miss this. You hear what she just said? Listen, because I'm gonna tell you. I mean, first of all, I said this, you got to make content great again. Like, content should be fun. It should be fun. It should not be so stressed where you like, oh my God, like, girl, back in the day, I'd be like, oh my God, I can't do content today. My edges ain't laid. Oh Lord, like all the imperfect, like, ooh, my eyebrows got new growth. I can't do content today. Girl, bye. Girl, I don't know if you saw me the other day, girl. I had rollers in my head. I didn't stepped out with bedroom shoes on. But this is but I say out to say, like, but you said something. You said, being your cheerleader, like choosing you and cheering for. And you heard what she said. She said she give herself a like. Why not like your own post? You should be the first person to look. She said, I'm gonna like my own thing. Yep. Listen, stop expecting others to like us. You should be not just your cheerleader, but you should be the brand ambassador, especially for my entrepreneurs. You should be the brand ambassador of your brand. You are the brand. Matter of fact, put that in the chat. Say, I am the brand. You look. Come on. Show what you got. Yes, this is what we do. Wear the brand. We so busy wearing all these other brands out there and spending all the money. When you gonna wear your brand? Okay, so yes. And Sam had mentioned something about that positive talk affirmations, which is one of the things that we and you talk about all the time. The mirror talk affirmations, because affirmations, like, it's necessary. It's necessary when you are rebuilding. It's necessary when you are growing and transforming, because once you become aware, what do you do once you become aware? What's the next? So now you got to put that work in, you know. And so I don't know how you do it with the affirmation. I talk, listen, I be like, hey girl, hey, look at you looking like you looking. Okay, I see
No,
you.
exactly. Like it's like some of the known things people would say, like you can even have it come up on your phone. You can have like affirmations. It's all about setting, setting the tone, setting the mood for yourself. If you know you really want to make it happen for yourself, don't count yourself out.
Yep.
It's going to happen. You may not feel that empowered the first day or the second day you do it, but you got to keep doing it. Like I used to have little things on the mirror. Even with when I'm driving, I'll listen to like if it's Mel Robbins or whatever,
I
motivational
like her.
YouTubers. Yes. So it's just putting in that effort and that work. It's little things that takes the time out for you. And the affirmations, that positive self-talk, it's definitely a big one because it embeds into you. It starts to just, like, and you look forward to it every day. You look forward to it every single day. And it just becomes natural. It definitely becomes natural, and you'll start to feel it. It's not going to happen overnight, but you would definitely, definitely, definitely start to feel it.
Yes, 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 yes. And I always, girl, I got my road. Remember the ones we did for the channel?
Oh
I
yeah.
got mine on autopilot. I'll be like, listen, I am a money magnet, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I am the brand ambassador of my bloodline. I am beautiful. I am confident. I am healthy. I am healed. I am naturally dynamic. I got what it takes to win. I am destined for greatness. Like when you know that you know that you know of what you can become, right? Because that's what we're
Exactly.
doing. And I said this other day, becoming, because we're both are in our seasons of becoming. Now, let me just say this about becoming. Becoming doesn't necessarily mean that you arrive. Like, I have arrived. Look at me. Hey, I'm here. No, becoming is you giving yourself permission to evolve, giving
Yes.
yourself permission to grow, giving yourself permission to keep going, even when the naysayer said you can't do it, even when
Yes.
that self-doubt tells you, you girl, what you doing? You tried it before. Okay, that was years ago. Look at me now.
Yes, I also look at it as too. It's just like you say, giving yourself permission. It's like now you're not holding back. You're not letting situations or things that people say define you. So it's like, you know what? I'm breaking the chains. Like, no, it's about me evolving, me becoming who I truly want to be. And no one else can do that but you. So that becoming is just like it reminds me of um like a flower blossoming, like even down with the butterfly. It during its darkest times, it was going through its transformation. It was going through its process, the unseen. No one can tell what was going on in that cocoon. But when it got its wings, oh, it was able to fly, and it has some beautiful colors, some beautiful wings, and it kept going. So it's about like not giving up on yourself. It's not going to be easy. Like I said before, I'll show up on the platform. I show up in the community and stuff like that. And I know I just have that bubbly spirit. And I'm gonna be honest, I miss having that. And I'm telling you, it's a damn good feeling because it's not saying that I don't face adversities or struggles, but I'll just be like, all right, so I'll have my moment. I may cry. I mean, it's natural. We all have feelings. It's a part of life. But
Yep.
don't hide it. Have your moment. Cry, woosah, and then move on to the next. It's like, okay, so what am I going to do next? This life is just too short, and I just don't want to continue to live it not being able to just embrace and just be happy and just smile. And it's a good feeling. Everybody just love my person. Hell, I like my personality.
Listen, we love your personality, okay? Y'all, she's in a matter of fact, she presented the other day the power of awareness, giving us a Costco sample, and the energy was so unmatched. Like, I was like, I need you to bring that same energy on Friday. Whatever you did, like, yeah, bring that same energy, and that's why I'm a big fan or a big advocate when it comes to energy. I know Ashley mentioned it earlier. That energy is transferable.
Mm-hmm.
It's so listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, y'all, in this season of my life, I can't afford can afford. Okay, I cannot. No, 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 ma'am. Look, no, ma'am. I can't do it. But no, because when you are when you are really truly making yourself a priority and choosing transformation, you have to be mindful of your nervous system. See,
Yeah.
here's the thing I've learned, my nervous system had to trust me again. It was like, trust it. What we about to do this week? Girl, sit your butt down. Cause it's like, so now that I'm here, it's kind of like, yeah, take time. What would you say? Because you mentioned something about being stuck. Why do you think so many people stay stuck?
First I would say it's not that they want to stay stuck. I feel that a lot of, especially from a woman's perspective, I don't feel that they want to stay stuck. It's just that they don't know how to go about it, and to take that step, to because a lot of people, they may, like I said, they may want to change, but in all honesty, you can't change what you refuse to acknowledge. So it's a heavy hitter for a lot of women, definitely, when you have so much on your plate. And for women, like, we want to change, yes, but when we look at life responsibilities, our roles as a mom, a wife, your significant other, everything that we have on our plate, it's just hard for us to try to figure out how do we want to go about making that change happen. And it starts with that, you just being very, very, like Ashley said, like they are unaware. And it just comes to a point where you have to really dig deep within yourself. So the biggest part is if you want change, do you really want change? That's the big part. You can say it, but do you really want change? Because it's going to take some time, some efforts,
Yep.
some discipline. So that's one of the hardest things that, it's not that people want to stay intentionally, just want to stay stuck. It's just that a lot of people just aren't aware of what it is that's keeping them in that bubble and keeping them in that relationship, making them feel that they can't speak up, making them feel that they have to dim their light. I want this job position. I don't think I qualify for it. So they're second guessing themselves, the people pleasing. So a lot of people, it's not that they want to stay stuck. They just they haven't acknowledged what it is that may be keeping them in that bubble, or they just don't know how to go about it.
Yeah.
And that's where I just had to, when I took the time to really see that, listen, my eye doesn't define me. I'm still beautiful. And exactly, yes, people are the fear for change. And like I said, that's that comfortable zone versus the uncomfortable zone. Because the uncomfortable zone is going to require change, discipline, effort. You got to put in the work. If you're not willing to put in the work, then it's just not, you're just not going to make that progress. So it was a big part for me, is just learning that don't stop letting things define you. And I was letting things define you, and that was the part of the second part of my AAA framework, from awareness to acceptance. I accepted for what it was, but I didn't let it define me to keep me held back any longer. Okay, this is what it is. It is your eye, it is what it is, but that doesn't define you no more. So once I decide that this is what it is and accept it for what it was, and then that's when I was able to just break free and just like walk through the door. Now I have it. I can do it, and I'm ready to just go.
Yes, yes, y'all. If you only knew, and I know that's your logo, the butterfly, but the transformation, like I said, I witnessed you just.
Yes.
Y'all, you want to share anything about that? Because we've been
The hair. You going to do the hair part with me when
okay. Since you want to go there, okay. But and how did we meet again? Was it through Priscilla?
Yes. And
Yes.
your challenge, one of your challenges that you had.
Yeah, she was in the first cohort of 21-day confident woman challenge, and I didn't know her at first, y'all. And when new people join the community, some stay, some leave. And I was like, okay, I don't know if she's a keeper or not, because she came in, she was quiet. You don't think you even got on camera in the first couple times. And when she did get on camera, y'all, because she went there, when she did get on camera, like either you would drive it with your you didn't even look at us, and you be on the and then or hold on, girl, you be like this. I'm like, but now look at you now. Like I see the glow, I see the transformation, and now y'all, she's a firecracker up in the community, and she will tell it like it is. But what I love about it is that I've witnessed it. I've seen you come in just a little quiet, you know, and I'm like, oh, she's so quiet. Oh, ain't nowhere near it. Ain't nowhere near it. Like
No, for real.
she gets all quiet, but she is nowhere near quiet. She is nowhere near quiet,
No.
and I see that. But and I think too, what was the exercise you mentioned in that challenge that really kind of started shifting for you?
The accessory challenge, that really brought a lot of like, oh wow, for me, because my grandmother, who is so dearly to me, um, was one of my biggest like one of the biggest women in my life, and her birthstone, I always had it, you know, and I was like, the green is like what really helps you to feel like, you know, you to bring out that confidence in you. And so that's where I did the emerald green. And with that, it just gave me that sense of like that connection, that support that I needed for when I had to speak, because I'm like, you know, I'm doing this for you, Granny. You always like thought she always was. I'm her go-to person. Like she was knew that I was the one she can always count on, and her support meant so much to me. So that accessory challenge was my biggest aha, because I never thought about it in the confidence aspect of having something so dearly like that to be a part of you when you're stepping on the stage, when you're speaking or presenting yourself. So now I had the butterfly here, and then I have her emerald green there. So sometimes I'll put both pieces on, and I just ordered me a whole emerald green jewelry set too. So
Yes.
she's that I glow when I speak of her. So I just knew that I just had to have her a part of me. And that was when I did that. That's why I told you that accessory challenge really had me hooked, because it really sticks with me. Because I never would have thought of having her on there, like, you know, a chain, and I would have never thought of that. So it really brings that extra confidence in for me when I have her a part of me doing something like this.
Yes. Well, you wearing it well. And, you know, I look forward to seeing what God has for you in this second half of 2026.
Yes.
Listen, people say favor ain't fair. I said, yes, it is. Because when it's your turn, it's your turn. When it's your time, it's your time. You can't take away
Yes.
when it's on you and through you and to you and for you. Can't nobody take that away. And
Yes.
so, so what could we expect from you for the remainder of the year?
Well, I will be hosting a master class August 2nd. I am very proud of that. Yes, so I'm like, this is, I mean, speaking with Tressa, she said, "Girl, why I sound like I could tell you smiling on the phone and giggling." I said, "This is just so surreal for me. Like it just you just don't understand." And this is why I want women. This is why I want to help women feel like how I'm feeling. I want them to feel like, oh my God, like this is big for me. This is really big for me. I will also be having merch come out as well. Also things for women and things for youth, as I do work with the youth. So I'll also be having my digital workbook coming out as well this year. So and my first cohort will be coming out this year as well. So yeah, I just been a pretty busy mama.
Yes.
But it's a good feeling.
And you work and you really have worked hard. You know, she's actually in one of our advanced programs in the community. So to see her package up her first workshop. And I told her, I said, listen, you in the community, as long as we connect, I'm gonna make sure you get visibility on the platform. Because that's what it's all, it's that's what it is. So I'm super excited to witness you doing it because it takes courage. It takes courage to put yourself out there. So many of us are waiting for perfect conditions. And guess what? Like I always say, grow as you go. Y'all saw me with season 1. I was just on, hey, I'm just interviewing and then get burnt out at 81 episodes later. But grow as you go. Stop waiting for the perfect time. The time is now. Tomorrow's not promised. So the fact that you said, yeah, I'm doing this thing, and right before your birthday.
Yes. See, it worked out even better. And to just know when I started thinking of doing this, I wasn't even thinking about, oh, your birthday. I just knew I wanted to do something, and it just ended up, oh wow, yeah, my birthday is coming up. So yes, I'm just really happy for myself. And I say this because yes, I'm very blessed, and I'm just happy that I'm really doing this. Like I'm really doing this, and this is why I just want to help women just feel that they matter. They are enough. You don't have to keep dimming your light. You don't have to keep feeling as though you got to be a people pleaser. We have to set those boundaries in place. And let me tell you, it can start with family. Got to set the boundaries. Okay. Hey, you got to start somewhere. so yeah, but yes, I'm very, very proud of myself. Definitely.
Yes. Well, I'm definitely proud. I can't wait to see. And listen, if you guys are interested, in attending this workshop, put a 1 in the chat. Like I'm so like to see this and to have the kickoff, right? And I'm gonna tell you, when I feel like sometimes I post, but when I post for y'all, it's really for me. Have you ever thought about that? Because I go back and be like you said, you be like, Lord, oh, I needed that. That's why I use my threads as daily thoughts. It's like my daily thoughts or whatever. But yeah, so I look forward to seeing many more workshops to come because this ain't the only one you're doing.
No, it's going to be, there will be more. There's a whole framework with the AAA, and then there's also the whole process of the acceptance and the activation aspect of it all. So those will be individual, and then it will all come together as one. So yes, I'm looking forward to it. It's something that I enjoy doing, and to be on a social platform and connecting with other women, and as well your community. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Yes. So yeah, I definitely look forward, and we're gonna do two. I'm gonna once we get off, I'm gonna do 2 drawings because I do, like I said, I feel like it's necessary for people to understand about the awareness. It really is. It's like once you're aware, right? After you're aware, that's when that conviction comes in. You be like, oh, yeah, I'm aware. I need to move, I need to do this, and I need to do that, and stuff like that. And can we add real quick before we head out is that it's also necessary too to make sure you take time to rest.
Because you got to do that. You got to take the time to reset, because it's like the awareness brings the clarity, then it's the choice, and then it's the transformation. And you have to take time to reset. Like take time out for yourself, because you'll just be in a continuous burnout and continuous like overload, and then you'll find yourself in continuous like autopilot, and it's just not healthy for your mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual well-being. So what's for you is for you. It's not going to be for everyone else. So once you get in that mindset that it is, like I always will say, it is what it is, it was what it was, it's going to be what's going to be. But at the same time, just be for yourself. And it's not selfish to put yourself first. It's not selfish. I was at that point where I was thinking, oh, if I do this, I didn't do it. No, it's not selfish to take time out for yourself. And it's the littlest things. It could be the littlest things. It doesn't have to be nothing so cost effective of a spa or anything like that. Just simple aroma baths, candles, treating yourself to a coffee, just watching your favorite shows. Everybody like Lifetime. I know I did. So, just chilling on your couch with your blanket, coffee, cocoa, whatever. It's like taking that time out. Because what we women sometimes we don't understand is we just be on overload and go, 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 and wonder why we're feeling depleted, why we're not happy, why we're just, feeling in a slump. But are you taking time out for yourself? You have to take time out for yourself. That's a big one. And that has become very big for me because, again, as a mom at a young age, I was always in go mode, go, 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 go. So then, my husband overseas. So then I had to be in double time over mode twice with 3. So it was just always go, 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 go. So it's just taking that time out for yourself. And it's not selfish.
Yeah. Totally agree. So as we are coming to a close, and I asked this to everybody, but now I'm reframing the question. What does being convicted to grow look like for you in this season of your life?
I would have to say becoming her.
Ooh.
All gas, no brakes. Just not giving excuses of what it is that you want for yourself. I feel like for me, if I can envision it, then I can do it. It was implanted there for a reason. And in this season, I've learned that stop putting a period where a comma goes.
Okay.
Because I limited myself by putting a period at times where it should have been a comma. Don't put a period where a comma goes. It is another chapter to your story. And just know that your story is for someone. It may not be for everyone, but it's for someone. And one of the biggest things that I learned during this season and with CTG is learn to bet on yourself.
Yeah.
But also learn to be accepting, to support, help a community. Because if you don't have that in the background with family, you'll find it really hard. It's nothing wrong with just betting on yourself. And if I knew I wanted change, I knew I wanted to change for myself this time, not for everyone else. But that doesn't stop me from being there for those loved ones. But at the same time, CTG in this season was about Persephone, living for Persephone, being for Persephone, and Persephone being happy.
Hold on, I ain't got no mic. Look,
You so
put mic drop in a chat, okay? Hey, y'all, we did not practice this at all. I said no, we're gonna because I don't want to be scripted, so that's why we.
Yes.
Ooh, but if y'all only knew the prior to the call, what we have to deal with.
Oh yeah, technology it never goes. It's always something with technology stuff.
Listen, I am aware. Get on an hour early.
Yes, that part definitely. Oh my God. Well, for me, it'd be 2 hours because.
Listen, yes. I mean, how you feeling though? I mean, we're about to head out, but how are you feeling? I mean, you got a birthday in 4 days.
I know. I'm feeling good. Besides that, I still feel like I want to pack more, but don't look. I'm like, I carry on. I can still put some stuff in there.
But why are we like that though? We go on a trip for 3 days and pack for 10.
Listen, it's just I don't know. But no, I really, really feel good. And I say that and I mean it, because I really do, feel good. And it's just that mindset, a big mindset shift, that doesn't mean that things don't happen or whatever, but it's just a good feeling. It's just a good feeling. And I looked at it as people are going to be who they're going to be. It is what it is. I can't change people, and I can't factor my everyday life on wondering and worrying about other people and their feelings or whatever. It is what it is. And I'm just thankful for like having a community that we're, that we're in, and seeing my growth and connecting with the other women. So I'm just in a humbling, thankful space. And the fact that I will see 46 and more. Oh yes, she 46. I ain't ashamed to say it. Okay, with 7 little monsters about to be approaching, because I'm a grandma. Okay, yeah, those my babies.
Yeah, look, you better embrace your age. That's what we do.
Exactly. They're like, no, you don't look like you got a daughter that's 30 and a son that's 27. Sorry if I said your age wrong again, but yeah, and one that's 18. And then 6 grandkids with another one on the way. I'm just, I just want women to just learn to just love life, live life, and just enjoy it. It's going to have its ups and downs. It wasn't written in the book that it was going to be easy. Just, what can be fixed can be fixed. If it can't, then go to the right and just keep going.
Yes. Well, I definitely look forward to you coming back.
Yeah, of course.
We're gonna be on. Listen, y'all. We season 2. So y'all better get in the rotation while you can. Okay, season 2.
Yes.
I told her. I said I'm capping it off. 20 episodes. I learned. Tressa, you don't have to keep going. Take breaks. That's why it's called seasons. Okay. So I said I'm capping it off. 20 break. Season 3 break. So yes. And I'm gonna tell you too, real quick. I had to start doing this live again to get back into my rhythm, because here's the thing. Yes, I can do pre-recorded stuff all the time, but this live, I had to get back into the rhythm. So shout out to, we're streaming live right now on YouTube as well as Facebook. So shout out to everybody who came in through those channels. Now, as we head out, it's called the One Last Thing. One last thing. Is there anything else that you would like to have one final piece of encouragement for our listeners? 2 minutes or less, whatever you want to share.
I just want to share that to everyone that's listening today. You don't have to, have your whole life figured out in order to begin changing it. One moment of awareness can change the direction of your life. Just be patient, with yourself. Honor where you are in your life. Trust who you're becoming. Your transformation, may not happen overnight, but every day you choose awareness. You're becoming someone you never been before.
That part. So drops hearts for Persephone. This was actually, I know you've been live on the Instagram, but this was your first. Was this your first podcast live?
Yes.
Yes. And listen, I asked her without a hesitation. She said yes. I said, say less. We doing this Friday. Listen, I said, I'm gonna do August. I'm gonna come out on August the 8th. I was doing as Ash would say, I'm going by the numbers. God said, no, you're not waiting to August. You're doing this now. Like, what?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was right on
it. Yes. And so, as I always say, my one last thing is life. Life is a journey. Life is priceless. And to some, life is short. But while you're here on God's green earth, you recognize who you are. Recognize your potential. Continue to become. There's no more time to prove or perform. You are already here, sis. You already here, my brother, okay? This is your season. This is your season to win. W-I-N. What's important now? What's important now is that you choose yourself first. What's important now is that you set healthy boundaries and don't feel guilty about it. What's important now is that you continue to believe that you can. And guess what? As I always say, the best is yet to come. See y'all next week. Love you. Mwah.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, come on. We did it, girl. Wait a minute. I ain't even live yet. We see.
Oh my goodness.
All right, y'all. We see y'all for real this time. All right. Love y'all.